Good morning, dear students. Let us start our sessions with quantitative research. I think in your last session you had got some idea regarding this research methodology. Research methodology, it is a pre stage of your research. That is, while you are doing PhD, you should be having some fundamental knowledge about the research, or how will you carry out the experiments, whether it is in humanities or it is in science. Okay, you have to know how to conduct a research. And also, while doing research, we will be having sometimes we will be using surveys, or you have to have an idea about a book, or it should be analysis of a book, sometimes a poem or a novel, or some other thing, or sometimes it might be an institution. It can be a university, or it can be some of the educational institutions, or a hospital, or whatever it be. And also sometimes in the case of science, mostly we will be dealing with lab experiments, isn't it? We will be dealing with the laboratory experiments, or we will be having some proper experimentation in lab by using certain controlled conditions. That means in lab we are doing the experiments by at a particular temperature, or at a particular pressure. That is, we are maintaining some conditions for doing research in lab, isn't it? And also for all these purposes, you have to have a clear-cut idea about the basics of research. That is what we are intending to teach you by giving this add-on course or certificate course in research methodology. Okay, you will be having some fundamental ideas about how to do a research, what are the proper methods to be adopted while doing a research, how to conduct a research, how to plan a research, then how to execute a research, then how you can present a research report, or how you document a research, and also the different steps involved in it. Okay, so here I am dealing with, I hope you had got the syllabus also in this research methodology. And also I will be dealing with the modules 4 and 5. Fourth module and fifth module, that is both quantitative research and qualitative research. Okay, and also this while coming to this quantitative and qualitative research, it has got some different viewpoints, quantitative as well as qualitative. Okay, quantitative research and qualitative research. And also in qualitative research, we will be dealing with document analysis or content analysis. Document or content analysis, that is what I had told you earlier. That is, sometimes we will be analyzing a book, we will be having a critical analysis of a world famous novel or a poem or something like that. So you will be analyzing its content, that is, whether that particular poem or novel, it has got some values, or whether it has got any social responsibility, or any social viewpoint, or whether it is focusing on any social issue. So such things sometimes we will be analyzing in the content of that particular book or novel or journal, whatever it is. Okay, so that is one type of qualitative research, that is document analysis or content analysis. Then the second one, that is a case study. Case study means, suppose we are having sometimes in humanities, normally in classroom, sometimes we will be having some slow learner or an extra brilliant learner, isn't it? In our class we will be having different categories of students, isn't it? That is, we will be having an average student, an above average or an extraordinary brilliant student, or sometimes a slow learner will be there, isn't it? So we can identify them by using this case study method. Okay, so such type of studies comes under this category, case study. And also this case study, it is not regarding, we are not taking in the classroom itself. Sometimes case study, it will be taking as an institution as a whole, or some institutions or some students, they will be having some some unique qualities, isn't it? So we have to know in detail that qualities of that particular student or that particular institution, isn't it? Some unique qualities we have to identify, and also what are the characteristics or what are the features of that particular student that we can identify through a case study method. Okay, so that is regarding the case study. And the third one, that is the ethnographic studies. Ethnographic studies means ethnographic studies means we are dealing with the culture of a particular place or a particular region, okay, or the culture of a particular region. That is what is going on in this ethnographic studies. Sometimes this some people from local places, that is local places, I mean coastal areas, like that, we have to study about their culture. So in all these cases we will be going on with ethnographic studies. So these are the different qualitative methods of research or qualitative research, that is document analysis or content analysis, then the second one case study, then ethnographic studies. Okay, only these three I had mentioned here. There are so many qualitative researches going on, and these are these are three of them, and you have to study all these three in your syllabus, okay, in detail. Then coming to the quantitative part of research. Quantitative part means we can go for surveys. Quantitative, sometimes you might have undergone some surveys, isn't it, regarding a particular matter or regarding a particular social issue or regarding the environment sometimes, or what is it, while you are having in your classroom, sometimes you will be given a questionnaire to fill up. You have to mark your responses, isn't it? And also you had last time you had gone through a feedback, students feedback on curriculum. Some of you had gone through it, isn't it? Students feedback on curriculum. And also there are so many some 9 or 10 statements are given, and also you have to fill that form, isn't it? That is, it is given in an online, it is given online platform, it is given as a Google form. So that is one type of survey. We have to collect the opinion of a particular student or a particular institution regarding anything. It can be regarding curriculum, it can be regarding teachers evaluation, or it can be regarding teachers teaching learning method, or it can be regarding your internal evaluation system, or it can be anything, okay, or any other critical social issues. That is what is meant in the case of surveys. Okay, so surveys means it is a quantitative research. We are quantifying the data what we are obtained, isn't it? Sometimes a questionnaire is prepared and it is given, the questionnaire, it will be having some 10 to 20 statements, and it will be given to the students, or whatever the sample means to whom we are giving the surveys, that is called as the sample. Okay, suppose in Thiruvananthapuram district, suppose there are say 20,000 degree students, BSc students, say not BSc, BA or BSc students as a whole, some 20,000 students are there. That means total 20,000 students are there, means this comprises the population. Okay, this comprises the population of BSc degree students, final year BSc degree students. Okay, and from this population, it is not possible to collect all the data. It is not possible to collect the data from the whole people, isn't it? From 20,000 students, it is not possible to collect the data. So we are extracting some part of the population. Okay, that is from 20,000, I am taking some 1,000 students. Okay, some 1,000 students, and this 1,000 students comprises the sample, and this 20,000 comprises the population. Okay, so from the population we are selecting some students, and from that selection we will be collecting the data. So this 20,000 means it is the whole population, and this sample, it is a representative population. Okay, so that means the sample. So that is the difference between population and sample. Okay, so surveys means we will be collecting data from this 1,000 students, and after that we will be analyzing and we will be reaching a conclusion. Okay, So from that conclusion, we can generalize that this will be the general nature of that particular BA or BSc, BSc students in Thiruvananthapuram district. Okay. So that is regarding the case of surveys. Then the next one, that is the correlational research. These all things you have to go in detail. Then the next one, that is the correlational research. Correlation means we are comparing two factors. For example, if there is any difference in the case of if there is I am saying a simple statement, that is in the case of handwriting. See, is there any difference between girls and boys in their handwriting? Usually girls will be having very good handwriting while comparing with that of boys. While I am saying this, you will not be agreeing with me. And also generally we can say that, say a general statement, handwriting of girls is better than boys. It is a general statement. See, here we are comparing this girls and boys, isn't it? And also such type of comparative studies, we can call it as a correlational research. And also other one more example I will say. See whether there is any relationship between intelligence and creativity. Whether there is any relationship between intelligence and creativity of degree students. Okay. Whether there is any relationship between intelligence and creativity. See here, intelligence and creativity. These two are the factors which we are analyzing, isn't it? If there any relation between intelligence and creativity of degree students in their achievement, okay, in their scholastic achievement. So this is another statement. So here we are comparing this intelligence and creativity, whether there is a relation between this intelligence and creativity in their achievement. Okay, so this is another type of research, that is the correlational research. Okay, then the next one, we can go on to the next part, that is the experimental research. Experimental research. See here, in the case of experimental research, normally we science students will be using this experimental research, that is in lab. Okay, in laboratory we are using this experimentational research, that is in physics, chemistry. We are using this laboratory method of experimentation. But in the case of humanities also, that is while going through the part of education or while in schools also, we can use this experimental studies, or we can conduct experimental studies. Okay, and also this experimental research, it is an essential and a powerful tool in research. Experimental studies, it is an essential and a powerful tool in research. Okay, so this is the first point. So today we are going to deal with this experimental research. The other two we can see in our next sessions. Okay, that is surveys and also correlational research. Okay, let us move on through this experimental research. And this experimental research, it is an essential and a powerful tool in research. And also, see here we have got the experimenter. The one who is doing the experiment, he is called as an experimenter. Okay, the one who is doing an experiment, he is called as an experimenter. And also this experimenter, he has got some degree of control over the experiment. That is, for example, in our lab, while we are doing chemistry experiments, we will be keeping, or we will be maintaining some conditions. Sometimes the temperature, it is an ice cold solution, isn't it? Sometimes the temperature, it is maintained up to 0 degrees Celsius. And sometimes the solution will be heated to say 70 degrees Celsius, isn't it? The chemistry students, you all know regarding the magnetometric titration, and while you are heating oxalic acid, it is heated to 70 degrees Celsius, isn't it? So that means it is a degree of control, that is the control given by the experimenter on a particular experiment. Okay, so such situations we can call it as the degree of control. So an experimentation process, it is done over a particular control, or we are doing that particular experiments under controlled conditions. Okay, the experiment is being done under controlled conditions. Okay. And also this controlled conditions that the experimenter is deciding what all conditions to be controlled. The experimenter has got the freedom to control the conditions. What all conditions to be controlled. For example, sometimes the temperature is controlled, sometimes pressure is controlled, isn't it? And also sometimes the experiment it is conducted inside a vacuum, or like that the experimenter has got the freedom to control the conditions, or he is setting the experiments. Okay, so that is one thing. And also there is a definition for this experimental research by a famous educational researcher, that is John W. Best. See here, for you have for studying this research methodology, his book is also available, named Research in Education. Research in Education, and it is a very nice book for you to follow for studying this research methodology. And also those who are pursuing their PhD, also you can buy this book, Research in Education by John W. Best and James N. Kahn. Okay, James N. Kahn, K-A-H-N. So this is a very good book in research methodology. Okay, you can buy that text also for your reference. Okay, otherwise no need of it. Then one more thing. So here this definition by John W. Best in experimental research. Experimental research. The definition given by John W. Best. It is the description, experimental research, it is the description. It is the description and analysis. It is the description and analysis of what will be. It is the description and analysis of what will be, or what will occur, under carefully controlled conditions. Under carefully controlled conditions. So experimental research, this is the definition given by John W. Best. It is the description and analysis of what will be or what will occur under carefully controlled conditions. Controlled conditions, I had told you the meaning. So what is the result of an experiment which is done under a carefully controlled condition? Okay, so this definition, it is very, very important definition for experimental research. Okay, that you have to go through. And also, see, in lab experiments, we are doing a particular experiment with some of the reagents or whatever it be, and also we are having some controlled conditions as well. Okay, but in the case of education or in the case of humanities group, what is going on is that sometimes in a classroom there are so many students are there, and you have to measure a particular trait or a particular ability of the students in that class. Okay, so what we are doing is that we have to suppose a student named X. See, suppose I want to know the learning skill of that particular student. Okay, how this learning skill will be improved while I am giving a learning package with the help of any computer assisted or whatever it be. I am learning a I am giving a particular computer assisted package to that particular student. So before that is before the experiment. So the experiment is that I am giving a particular computer assisted package to that student, and I want to know whether there is any improvement for that particular student in learning, or will it be easy for the student to learn by using that particular package. Okay, that is what I am experimenting. Okay, is it clear? That is, I am giving this particular student X a computer assisted package. Okay, computer assisted package, and I want to know whether this package has got any improvement or enhancement in the learning of this particular student. Okay, so for that I want to know the previous knowledge, or I want to know the status of that particular student before the experiment. Okay, so before the experiment, I want to know the learning skill of that particular student. Then for that I will be giving an achievement test, an objective type test, so that I can know about the previous knowledge or the entry level of that particular student. Okay. So that means, suppose I am teaching a topic, say if it is research methodology, I want to know your previous knowledge. I want to know the status of all of these students who had taken this research methodology as an add-on course. So I want to know the previous knowledge of all these students. So for that purpose, I will be giving you an achievement test. That means an objective type test I will be giving. Say 10 or 20 questions will be there in that achievement test, and I will be giving you an achievement test, and you will be returning back the answer sheets within 20 or 30 minutes, and I will be scoring this answer sheets, and thus I can know the entry level of the students. Okay. So after that, a short period or say 2 weeks gap will be given. And after that, I will be giving a computer-assisted package on research methodology. Okay, a computer-assisted package, that means with the help of a PowerPoint or with the help of a interactive session using computer, I will be giving a package. And this package, it is, say the duration of this package, say it is for 2 weeks. I will be teaching you this research methodology using this computer-assisted package for 2 weeks. And after that, I will be giving again an achievement test. Okay, so that I can know the exit behavior. That is, after using this package, I can know about the exit behavior of the students, whether there is any improvement in your learning by using this package. Okay, so this is one experiment that we can use in our classroom. Okay, so in our classroom we can use such type of experiments. Sometimes here I will be having only one group. Sometimes in a class I can say in a class, if there are 40 students, I can take it as 2 groups. That is, one is the control group and the second one, that is the experimental group. Okay, so in a class of 40 students, I will be taking 20 students in the control group and 20 students in the experimental group. And this control group, first of all, what is the step? I had to know the entry behavior, isn't it? For that, I will be giving an achievement test in research methodology. Okay, I will be giving an achievement test in research methodology, and I will be teaching you using Blackboard method, or I will be teaching you in a normal classroom method. Okay, that means by discussion, by a normal classroom teaching, I will be teaching, and after that I will be giving you an achievement test again to know the whether any learning has gone there. Okay, so that is one part. That is, for the control group, I will be giving an achievement test and I will be giving an interactive session directly. That is, without any computer assisted packages, or by using a normal classroom method, lecture demonstration method. I will be giving the classes on research methodology, and after that, and this will be going on for 2 weeks, and after that I will be giving you an achievement test. Okay, then I will be checking the score, so that I will be knowing about the your improvement in studies. Okay, then coming to the experimental group also, I will be giving an achievement test in research methodology. Then after that, a 2 weeks gap, and after that I will be giving a computer assisted package in research methodology. And again we'll be giving an achievement test, and after that the score will be collected, or the scores will be noted. So while comparing these two scores, I know whether there is an improvement or whether there is an enhancement in the learning of students by using this computer assisted package. Is it clear? So by comparing these two scores, by comparing the scores of the control group as well as the experimental group, I will be knowing about the about whether there is any benefit in using this computer assisted package over the normal classroom method of teaching. Okay, so this is a two-group design for an experimental research. That is, we are using a control group as well as an experimental group. So this is a normal experimental method that we are using in educational research or in humanities, etc. We are using such type of methods. But in the case of laboratories, we are using a normal routine method. We have to specify the controlled conditions, or we have to specify the variables to be controlled. Okay. So this is the experimental research, a brief introduction regarding the experimental research. Hope you are clear with this. So in our next session, we will be going in detail of this experimental method. Okay, and also there are so many experimental methods are there. That is a trial and error method, then observational method, then a natural experiment. Natural experiment means we have to do the experiments in the lab itself. Okay. Then ex post facto research. Ex post facto means we have to find out the reason for that particular result. Okay. Then the laboratory experiment. Laboratory experiment is also a natural method, natural research. So you have to go in detail of all these researches. So for today, as a first class, I am stopping here, and you have to go through all these things before you are coming to the next session. And also one more thing, you have to write down the lecture notes as well. Just write the points. See here, it is a very big mess, but you have to write the points in your notebook. And also I will be giving you notes as well. Notes will be given in the notes will be uploaded in your classroom. Okay. So thank you for listening to me, and you have to study very well this research methodology. It will be in use for your future degree programs, future PG, or and also it will be helpful while you are doing research, while you are doing PhDs, etc. Okay. There is a paper in PhD coursework examination that you have to complete. That coursework, the coursework, it is named as such, that is research methodology. That is the first paper that you have to clear at the start of your PhD work. Okay, that is within 6 months. While joining for a PhD, you have to complete this 3 papers, paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3 as coursework examination. That is, it is a written examination, and you have to clear that 3 papers. And the paper 1 is research methodology. There you will find an easy way to clear that paper. Okay, you will be easy while doing research. Okay, thank you.